I'm going to tell you why all young people should join the military. If you can, medically, of course. So there's two main reasons. Hear me out. This is what you become, what they don't tell you. Reason number one, you execute, period. What I mean by that is you develop the ability to tackle any task, achieve any goal, or conquer any dream. You decide what you want or what you need to do, and then you execute. You become a task-completing machine. Reason number two, you find a way. You adapt and overcome. Not only do you execute everything you set your mind to, but you also figure out how to make it happen. Whatever it is you want to accomplish, no matter what the obstacles, you find a way. Those two skills alone, executing and finding a way, will put you ahead of 99% of the population, especially right after high school, especially at that young age. And right now, everyone is into self-improvement. You want a strong growth and resilience mindset. There is no better and faster way than joining the military as a young person. Yeah, without enlisting, you could live and learn and maybe come out with a strong mindset, or you might end up like most people who are lazy and they sit around wasting their potential on video games and TV shows. Some other reasons worth mentioning. You embody the failure is not an option spirit in everything you do. You learn how to have the highest standards of excellence in everything you do. Composure. You learn how to keep your composure in the worst of times, when all hell is breaking loose. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't have this. Camaraderie. You learn and you develop true camaraderie. You learn how to have confidence in your team. You learn how to be loyal to your team. And you learn how to put other people's lives above yours. Even now, when I meet people who have been enlisted, I know I can trust them completely to execute any task and to have my back. Jobs. There's thousands of different jobs you can do as an enlisted person. Like anything you can imagine, you can do for work. Fitness. You're gonna be super fit. You're gonna have the best habits as far as fitness and health and wellness. Security. You're gonna be taken care of financially, medically, and with job security. Skills. You'll be learning high value, highly marketable skills. You'll gain a lot of technical knowledge, but beyond that, you'll develop critical problem-solving abilities, exceptional customer service skills, effective communication skills, and expertise in organizational leadership and management. These qualities make you an absolute force to be reckoned with in any career outside of the military. Notice how I didn't even mention travel or education benefits. Those aren't even on a list of whys for me. So some arguments against joining. Low pay. Some people say the military doesn't pay much. Now, first of all, enlisting has nothing to do with money. It is about service before self and becoming the best version of yourself, right? Second of all, I believe people who say that the pay is too low are seriously misinformed, because beyond the base pay that you get housing allowance, you get food allowance, and you get a whole bunch of other monetary benefits. You'll be comfortable, especially if you're starting a family. But this isn't about money. It's about service before self and investing a few years into building a bulletproof mindset and habits that will set you apart for life. Now there's the death argument. Some people, especially moms, will talk their kids out of joining because they don't want anything to happen to them, like death. I understand the worry, but opportunities and the growth far outweigh the risks. And statistically, it's safer to be an enlisted person on duty than to be a civilian in everyday life in public. So for the sake of argument, even if this was a valid argument, being scared that you're gonna die in the military, if you were somehow killed on duty, I can guarantee that in just a year or even a few months of being enlisted, you will have more adventure and more growth and more of a life than most people have their entire lives. Then there's reasons like cutting your hair or getting yelled at. So there's people who give excuses like, oh, I won't enlist because I don't want to have to cut my hair, or I don't like getting yelled at. Normally, I don't believe in right or wrong answers, but in this case, that's definitely the wrong answer. Because you're being given an opportunity to become extremely mature, do something amazing for yourself, your future, and your family's future, and you're gonna pass it up because you don't wanna get your hair cut or you don't wanna get yelled at. I'm sorry, but that's not a valid reason. So last thing here, here's something I've noticed since leaving the military, and I've been out for almost 15 years now. Honorable discharge, of course. Air Force. Anytime I'm at work or around new people, the topic often comes up. Like someone will turn to me and say, hey, weren't you in the military? And I'll say, yeah, I was in the Air Force for 4 years. So without fail, if they weren't in the military, they almost always respond with something like, well, I was gonna join, but then I didn't because of this, or I wanted to join, but I didn't because of this. Honestly, that's a little embarrassing. Imagine you always feel the need to explain why you didn't join. Most of the time, we all know the real reason, they were scared. They didn't know what to expect. It was unknown. They were scared of pushing themselves physically and mentally, scared of leaving their girlfriend or boyfriend, scared of the unknown. The unknown is always scary. But jumping into the unknown is what separates average people from great people. So people always think I'm being mean when I say this, but I'm not. I would be embarrassed if I was a young man and I didn't join. I'm not being mean when I say that. What people don't realize is the kind of opportunity the military offers. You have a small window after high school before life catches up with you. Maybe you start having kids, or you start getting into trouble, and that window just gets smaller and smaller. Joining the military can completely change your life, but you can't wait too long to take that step. So that's all I wanted to say. Your commitment's only a couple of years. Why wouldn't you want to become someone with a bulletproof, resilient, no excuses mindset? But listen, never enlist because someone tells you to. Everyone has their own path. I'm just saying this is a way to fast track your potential and take on the world with confidence, especially at a young age. So more self-improvement tips coming. And I know this topic might be controversial, so let me know if you agree or if you disagree or whatever.